Legend says that a crystal skull was stolen from a mythical lost city in the Amazon, supposedly built out of solid gold, guarded by the living dead.
And I wanted to make a film as good as the ones we've made before. We all had that ambition, and it was a question of getting three very independent and different kinds of guys on the same page. And then once we agreed to agree on this particular script, it was a question of, adjusting the recipe a little bit more of this, maybe not so much of that, if you don't mind, please, and so on and so forth, and it worked out, I think, very well. The opportunity in these kinds of films, there's more than one kind of emotional context. There's excitement, but there's also a depth of feeling that I think is an important element in these films, about feeling about ideas, feeling about people, feeling about his own experience and his responsibility to others. And we have continued, and we do continue in this film to bring further development and to the character through relationships. And that seems a very good opportunity to introduce Karen Allen. Is Karen standing by?
Well, what's he gonna do now?
I don't think he plans that far ahead.
Oh! I'd cover my ears if I were you. Good to see you, Beck.
Thanks.
And we had a different cinematographer than we had before. The film is in the same style as the original three. We had a wonderful cinematographer, Janusz Kamiński, who has been working with Steven for, I think, the last 7 films that he's made. And the film style is the same style as the other films that we made.
They brought the characters back together in a way that is quite wonderful and believable. And so that was the beginning of it. We left these two characters on the steps in Washington, D.C., going off to have a drink, and flash forward 20 years. And this film is quite unique in my life. I never feel very far away from this film. I think it's just one of those films that has sort of followed me through my life since it's one of the few films I think I've possibly seen 15 or 20 times. It didn't feel to me like a huge leap to go back into this story. The story feels a little bit like a shadow. It follows me in my life. And then, the minute I got back onto the set and I saw Harrison again, and and then there was Stephen and George, and it just felt very easy.